Hi, I'm Mike and this is a Scout's Guide to Gilwell Park. Now, when you first arrive, you'll come up this road here and be met by the Leopard Gates. Now, the Leopard Gates have two leopards on the top, but one was replaced, and you know, because not only can you see it replaced, but also it had a tongue sticking out as well. So then if you turn left, we go into come up the drive to Camp Square, but you'll pass what is called the farmhouse, and that's where the Scout Adventurers base is, where they obviously check in, and usually if you need any help, that's where they are. And then to the left here is the lid, and there's also a tower behind it, which not only means that you should, may I point out, not many phone signals are good here, but you can also get Scout radio on an actual radio. You can listen to it whilst you're here. Camp Square, you can usually find the clock when it's working. There's also a shop. There is also, on big main events, an area where you can get like sort of sweets and drinks from. You'll also find there's an amazing mural, and that was put up at one of the Gilwell reunions, I believe. And that was put up on the last Gilwell reunion, which is in 2019. Shocking, that is. You'll also find toilet blocks that way. And there is the Boy Scouts statue just there, next door to the lid. From here, you can go to various different things, including the climbing wall. What you'll also find around Gilwell Park is these blue heritage trail signs, which gives you an idea of what it looked like, a little bit of the history, and there is a trail that you can go around to find them all and find a little bit of history out as well. Past the toilet block, you'll find a little path that leads you to tomahawk throwing, which is just here. And then round the corner, you'll find the big campfire square, where people obviously come to sing and be merry. And most of the time, you may even spot me at Scout Reunion here, probably in orange. But yeah, and you also come sing and be merry. It's on the other side of the arch. If you follow the path back from Camp Square, you come into Essex Chase, which is a massive area where you can pitch your tent, and also it's part of where the climbing wall is as well. And we're walking and we're walking, and if you look to your right, for example, you will see the bomb hole. Now, the bomb hole is named because a bomb actually blew it up. They have excavated it a bit more so that it now holds where canoeing and you can do things like that. And also there is a massive statue of a bear or beaver that was given to Bear Grylls, just cause. So on Essex Chase, you'll also find that over there is not only archery, there's rifle shooting, but there is also a swimming pool. I'm hoping that's still there. But also on the other side is the other campfire square. So here is a little bit smaller than the bigger one, and you'll see it's really tiny, but still quite nice to sing and be merry. At the end of Essex Chase, it's still part of Essex Chase, but it's called the Quick, and it has one of the best views of London. Usually on the Quick they do a zip line, they do grass sledging, but come on, who wouldn't want to? This is Lime Walk. It comes from the Leopard Gates, and it also goes past the 3D swing, which is scary, may I point out. I've never been on it. So if you walk past the Quick and into the dark woods, you'll get to the Mallisons, which is a smaller little pitching area, and you'll find that, especially at Gilwell Reunion, some people have the certain places that they have to camp, so just be warned, some people do like this place. Didn't know this existed, but there is a really cool assault course. There you go around, go under things, go through things. How cool is that? I'm so going on this when I can. And this is woodland where you can also camp as well. Toilet block at the back, and there are some little huts as well that you can stay in when you come here. Opposite the woodlands is the Jack Petchey International Volunteer Lodge. So all the volunteers that spend their time helping maintain the grounds and also running some of the activities stay here, eat here and live here for however long they are volunteering. And here are some of the flags of the different countries that have been involved. This is Wilson's Way, which not only leads up to woodland but also back to the main White House area, and it has quite a lot of different lodges on both sides. This one is the Peter Harrison Lodge. Over here we have the Branchit Lodge. Here next door to the Branchit Lodge is the Jack Petchey Lodge. And the last one is the Dorothy Hughes Pack Holiday Centre, which you've got to say is one word, I've been told. And the last camping spot that Gilwell Park has, which is quite opposite the White House and is usually on the road leading up to Gilwell Park, is Branchit Field. There's only one toilet block that I found, or maybe two on here. Be careful where you pitch your tent. At the end of Wilson Way, if you turn right, you'll get behind the White House. The first statue you will see when you come this way is BP's brother, who started Sea Scouts. If you come up this path, you will see not only the pigsty in which the Rover Scouts, when they first started helping to clear the site, stayed and called it a pigsty, but also next door to it is the CIC. Now it's an international centre. It has various different rooms to use, especially at Gilwell Reunion for like training sessions. And it also has a little cafeteria as well. And at the end of this path is the Gilwell Oak, along with the training ground. This is the open air chapel, which is near the training ground. It's also near the mosque and the Buddhist Sala, as well as near the Jewish synagogue as well. It's also near Caroline's Column as well. And this here is the Swan Centre. Behind the back of the Swan Centre you'll find this urn, which is in memory of two children who died here. And here at the back of the Swan Centre as well is the Roman Catholic Chapel. Along the back past the Swan Centre is the Promise Path, which has people who have dedicated stones to people who are no longer with us, as well as celebrations. And if you can find the one that says about Scoutadelic on there, well, take a photo, show me. end of the promised path, you'll find the bust of Robert Baden-Powell. You'll see most of this with people putting their neckerchiefs on it, taking a photo. So yeah, it's a tradition. On the path towards the CIC, there are various slabs of stone that has different things on them. These are from scouting areas along the wall. This behind the White House is the buffalo lawn. You know it because there's a buffalo, but also it has 2 signposts which show every single jamboree and their location pointed in the right direction. And if you know your bearings, you can check. There we are, North America. It's just on there. This, which is behind the White House as well and near the buffalo lawn, is part of London Bridge. So 1831, it was obviously put here, and it's been on the London Bridge before that for quite a number of years. So at the end of Wilson Way, if you didn't take the right, then you would see the statue of Baden-Powell, which was situated outside BP House for quite some time in London. But also you get to see the White House and the Scout logo on good summertime should grow, so you get the Scout logo with pretty flowers. And last on the tour then is, if you go down there you can leave, but then there's reception next door to the White House, and there's also a random statue, and COVID and everything else, there's usually a coffee, and right there is where Scout headquarters is. And there we go.